What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video I want to talk about how the Mafia 1 Definitive Edition, the Mafia 1 remake, continues to look and sound absolutely amazing. So this was a couple days old. This comes from IGN. I want to thank Mohammed for sending it to me. Really awesome guy. Sent me the article of it, and I kind of just want to read through it and kind of give my reaction to it. It basically goes into them talking with the developer of Mafia and what they're doing, basically the lessons they've learned, all the stuff they're doing to make this game like an improvement, an actual improvement. And honestly, it sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds like they're doing all the right things. And so I'm going to read this through, and then I'll kind of give my reaction to it. So the Mafia Definitive Edition is the remake of the 2002 game that follows the rise and fall of mobster Tommy Angelo in the 1930s, in taking lessons from its two sequels and implementing some of their best aspects. Speaking to US Gamer, Mafia Definitive Edition developer Hangar 13's president, which is the maker of Mafia 3, by the way, and Chief Creative Officer Hayden Blackman, described how it's updating so many parts of Mafia, from gameplay improvements to expanding out story bits, like with Tommy's girlfriend Sarah. For example, Sarah, the love interest in the original, she doesn't get very much screen time, but she's the heart of why Tommy's doing what he's doing, says Blackman. At the beginning of the game, you learn that he's trying to arrange a way out of the life. He's doing it all for his family, so we wanted to make sure that as a player, you knew what it was that he was trying to protect. We want to make sure that Sarah got more screen time. She's in the game more, has an understandable kind of role in the lower class family and upper class family. Another focus in this remake is addressing the valid criticisms in regards to the repetitive nature of Mafia 3 side missions. So this is, again, kind of like learning from the past, basically. The team wants to add new, meaningful missions without the repetition. He stated, almost all of our emphasis was on the missions for the Mafia Definitive Edition. Mafia Definitive Edition will also give players a wide range of options. A big part of the original game was following traffic laws and being extra cautious around police, as Tommy is more of an everyday citizen than a hardened criminal. In this upcoming version, there are settings for police presence and how strict they are to players who break these. Gunplay will also be a big change from the original, as it pulls a lot from Mafia 3, and it's more cover-based gameplay mechanics. Whereas Clay was a former soldier and Tommy was a cab driver, Hangar 13 wanted that difference to be felt in the gameplay. Combat is a little more lethal for Tommy, and every bullet matters. So that is a lot. That's so much. Honestly, that's a ton. And it everything sounds good, okay? What we've talked about numerous times with, this is a make or break game. This is a very important game that they need to get right. It really sounds like they're doing as much work into it as humanly possible. They want this game to basically fix the future that they did, okay? Again, Mafia 2 had a lot of great things in it. We obviously know what happened with the Mafia remaster, and then Mafia 3, that base game, did it have a lot of positive things to it? Did it take a lot of forward steps? Absolutely, but it also did a lot of things wrong. And again, we've seen the story. In fact, you guys have probably seen it already. You've seen the story trailer for Mafia Definitive Edition. Like, we know that the game is going to look beautiful. We know that they've changed a lot of things in the gameplay. They've talked about a little bit of that before, how they've definitely changed it, brought it up to speed, and made it overall better. But now we get a little bit more stuff. Okay, we knew that they were going to add additional dialogue, new missions, a lot of stuff to expand the story, and now we're starting to see it right with Sarah. So we're starting to see how all these things are going to play out. But yeah, they really are expanding this game. The base game was solid. I've seen a lot of people in the comments, when I've made videos on it, a lot of people really liked the first Mafia. The thing holding it back was the time. 2002, you couldn't do all that much with a game, right? So the main thing holding back Mafia, compared to the other two of them, was the time period it was made in. That there just wasn't, the technology leaps that they could possibly do. So I'm honestly super excited for the possibility of this Mafia, remake. We've talked about it before, how important it is that this remake does well. Whether or not a Mafia 4 is or is not in development, this could be a thing that makes it go into development, could cancel it if possible, all of these different things. But the importance of this game is honestly massive. And again, from everything we've been seeing about this game, everything that we've literally actually seen, visually in this game, as well as just what they've told us, especially even this IGN article, this sounds like major improvements. So honestly, as the days go on, I'm still concerned, I'm still worried, but at the same time, I have very high hopes for this game. I think this game can be an absolutely amazing game. I already, I bought the trilogy, I bought bought it when Mafia 2 came out, so I have the whole thing. I'm ready to go with Mafia 1. I cannot wait to experience this game, and I really do hope they nail it. I mean, no matter what, I think it's going to be a very, very different game than what anybody remembers. You know, I never played the first Mafia, but if you did, I think it's probably going to be a very, very different experience than what you remember. And honestly, I think from what we've heard so far and what we've seen, I think that's definitely a good thing. So definitely looking forward to it. As always, as new Mafia stuff comes out, I'll be sure to cover it on this channel, on podcast. Now, when the game comes out, I'm sure we'll live stream it. We'll have videos on it on podcast now and here. So looking very, very much forward to the future of Mafia. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? You excited for the Mafia 1 remake? Do you like basically what you've seen and heard so far? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Have the bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. And I do a new video on this channel every single day, so you can always expect a video on the next day, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video.